Today in the crypto space, we see the market coming down deep in the red. Bitcoin right around $107,000, down approximately 3%, and Ethereum below the $4,000 mark, also down, however, down almost 4%, while the rest of the crypto space, these altcoins, guys, deep in the red. We got a lot of dips here. We got Hyperliquid, Cardano, Solana, many projects, Sui, AVAX, you name it, it is in the red. And of course, the bigger question is, how low do we go? Is the alt season ever going to come? And more importantly, are we done with the bull run? In today's video, I want to talk about the general market. I want to use Bitcoin as a leading indicator, but more importantly, guys, I want to do another Bitcoin update. Why? Because we have to. So you know what? Let's talk about the news, let's analyze the charts, and let's strategize to capitalize. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike, and let's get right into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. On the channel, we talk about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the altcoins. Looking for opportunity, whether we go up or down, bearish or bullish, it doesn't matter. All we want to do is stay one step ahead of the market so that we can capitalize on any of the volatility. And if you appreciate the strategy, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, including the live streams at 8 p.m. EST, where we talk about crypto news and price action. Guys, if you have any projects you want me to cover here on the channel, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. You can hit me up on the socials. The links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. All right, guys, let's begin. Let's see what's going on here, because overall, we do see that the market is in the red. And unfortunately, guys, it's not in a good way, of course. Let's make sure that we refresh so that we get the latest and the greatest. Ultimately, you can see that the overall market cap is way below the $4 trillion mark at this current moment. And at the same time, to give you a little bit more bearishness here, we do see that the trading volume is supportive. We are supporting this rally, or this dip, sorry, with volume. Unfortunately, the market participation is there. We agree in consensus that we should be falling, and you can see the market is stepping in with that sell pressure. Unfortunate but true. Here it is, guys, right? This is what we see. Now, we do see that ultimately it's not Bitcoin, it's not just Ethereum, it's not just your one-off altcoin, it's the entire market. It's the total market cap that is selling off. The crypto space in general is under attack by the bearish sentiment at the current moment. So again, we have to be very clear about this. It's not your individual project that you're bullish on. It's the total space, right? We see BNB down 3%, XRP is down. We got everything is down approximately, I would say, 5 to 6% on average, maybe 5% to be a nice neutral spot. As you can see, some projects like HBAR 3.2. What else do we have? We have AVAX 9%, guys. Look at that crash on AVAX. You know, it's a big dip, guys. Yesterday, we were actually looking pretty good with the alts. The alts were holding up against Bitcoin's dip. Today, not so much. As you can see, even Sui down 10%. 10%. Guys, that's a big move in one day. Yeah, we get it that, you know, altcoins are volatile. That's no doubt. But we haven't seen this type of volatility, a 10% move in one day, in weeks, in a long time. And unfortunately, guys, the reality is that we're at critical moments. It's like we can't really afford another big move like this, especially obviously to the downside. So we have to understand that the sentiment at the current moment is testing now not only our patience, because we've been sideways since July, but also now they're testing our wallets. You know, can we actually hold up with these type of prices, this type of sell pressure? At the end of the day, guys, you know, capitulation happens. And the question is, you know, is this time to flip bearish? And this is something that I really want to talk about today as we analyze the Bitcoin price. And we're going to talk about it even more tonight on the live streams at 8 p.m. So feel free to join. We'll talk. I take requests. I answer questions. If you have any concerns, questions, we talk about previous cycles and how they may relate to this cycle. And the truth is this cycle has been quite different. Nobody can deny that. Any OG in this space that has been here for multiple cycles will agree that this cycle is different. And I know that's a cliche to think, because most of the times it's not. But we're reaching the end of the 4-year cycle here, guys. And we're not getting any pumps. We are ending October in a very bearish way, unfortunately. And a lot of us are now contemplating on whether it's time to flip bearish, right? And, you know, we're kind of a little bit early to flip completely bearish. But these signs see mantle coming down 11.3%. Should I be buying the dip? You guys know that I've been trying to accumulate a position on mantle for a good while. Look at this thing. Definitely down 11% this way is that's a fire sale opportunity. Double digit dip in one day, guys. Crazy, crazy price action at the current moment. Athena, 13%. Look at this rollover. Look at all this red throughout the market, guys. It looks like absolute trash. This market right now is getting beat up. Now you can actually see that the sentiment, my voice, my whole demeanor towards the crypto space is probably just a fraction of how negative the actual market is. But it's a good indicator that, guys, the truth is that we're very close to capitulation. I believe that the market right now is going to be very close to flipping bearish. And that is usually where we get reactions. And of course, I'm going to be the bullish side of me is going to say it could be a bullish reaction. Of course, when the market feels that it's absolutely over, look at Aster down 17% in one day, guys. This is absolutely a bloodbath right now in a one day time frame type of thing. Okay, so when the market thinks the bull market is over, and the fact that the bear market has started, that's when we can get a proper bullish response. And it doesn't mean that the bullish response has to break out and get to Bitcoin getting to 150. It just means like, let's get a confirmation, a proper confirmation that, that the bear market is in, confirmation high, a lower high on higher time frames. It is what it is, guys. It doesn't even have to happen, to be honest. Caspa down 12%. We got the Trump token that was doing good this week is down 12%. There's a lot of them, guys. A lot of them coming down, as you can see. Jupiter rolling over here was doing good earlier on this week. Pudgy Penguins, 13%, guys. Guys, if you're a holder right now, I feel your pain. If you're a trader, it might not be that bad. You take a loss, take it on the chin, move on, right? It's a lot easier to handle, right? Especially if you're using proper risk management. And if you're not trading, good on you. Good on you, because the reality is you're able to identify when not to trade. If you're trading shorts, that's great. Obviously, even better. We're not going to deny that. But ultimately, guys, even if you decided in the last little while to not trade the range because of the choppy, price action, guys, that is definitely a good decision. Now the question is it time to even start getting into shorts? It's very possible here, guys. All right, guys, let's see what's going on here in the news just real quick, because obviously we're seeing some of the biggest shillers now, the high-paid shillers. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says crypto and stablecoins will be used by all major banks. Okay, that's bullish. Why are we falling? Why are we dumping this way? Despite his personal views, even Jamie Dimon cannot deny the future of crypto. Well, I think he flipped his view. That this is a little bit of an old perspective. He flipped his view. He's bullish or whatever it is. But the question is, how can this guy, this heavyweight in the traditional markets, not be a great catalyst for the future or even the current state that we are in at the current moment? Another scenario, Bank of America CEO said that the bank industry will soon embrace Bitcoin as crypto payments. Of course it is, right? This is the thing. Bank of America and Jamie Dimon go hand in hand. When we see the branding of Bank of America and CEO of JP Morgan doing their thing, guys, like that leads me to believe what's going on. And we know BlackRock has been all over this. So what's really going? Why is it the case that Bitcoin, the most bullish asset, is actually coming down with such aggression? Guys, obviously we got to take a look at charts. We got to see what's going on here. So let's begin. Let's see what's going on here with the Bitcoin. This is the market cap of Bitcoin dominance. So I just want to show you at the end of the day, today Bitcoin dominance did very well. It actually reclaimed some of its dip from yesterday. And you can see the bigger question is Bitcoin going to hold up the market once again and not be as volatile as the altcoin? Traditionally, that's the case. Bitcoin dominance will run. Bitcoin dominance will pump here. If the market gets into a sell-off scenario, altcoins are going to get absolutely destroyed. If that's the case, you can see how critical we are here, right around the 60%, guys. It's critical that Bitcoin, in fact, either go sideways, Bitcoin dominance needs to go sideways, or roll over here so that we can get some air for the altcoins. Altcoins need to come up for some air because they've been drowning for the last little while. In a last good while. In fact, today was a big beating, guys. It was definitely one of those big events. Let's see what's going on with the charts here on the daily. As you can see, at the end of the day, Bitcoin doing its thing here. Unfortunately, we're still in that sell pressure, guys. Unfortunately, we got the rejection at the point of interest right here, and it was quite ugly. And the justification of entering shorts to hedge was definitely there, and I made that very clear, guys. If you're going to hedge, this is the time. And if you didn't, guys, you're amongst many. You're amongst many. Like even my shorts, it's not like I have many open. In fact, I closed some of them already. The truth is that there's no way, well, there is a way, but the likelihood of an individual, getting into shorts that's gonna actually hedge against their entire portfolio is very unlikely. So regardless, we're all taking hits here, guys. Majority of us are taking hits. As you can see, guys, we're at critical levels again. The yellow box, critical level. We're below the 200 daily. We've came here before, just to throw that out there, and we got a nice bounce already. Once, twice, three times. Do we finally get another bounce and potentially go back up into the range above the 109,800? Guys, if it doesn't happen, guys, we make a lower low, I have no choice but to start getting bearish in the midterm, which means that the next target after this, we start breaking down. Guys, I'm going to be shorting the crap out of this market until we get down to the next level, which is right around here. I would say I'm looking for profit taking right around 93, profit taking right around 88. This is the level. This is the next level. Obviously, we could be looking at the 97. Obviously, we're looking at the 102. But again, if I'm getting into shorts, I am looking to hunt the liquidity on this order block as the big max pain level, right into this level. And of course, we can teeter-totter right around here. And actually, I would be looking for taking profit here and down here if possible. We do not want to break below here, which is 77K, right around this level. We don't want to break below. In fact, to be a little bit more accurate, $81,620. We don't want to break below there because we get into another imbalance, another empty void of volume, which will allow the price to fall even further. And then if you look at big picture on the daily time frame, this is a trend line that needs to be respected. This is a trend that needs to be respected. Higher highs and higher lows. If we break below this bottom, guys, we make our first lower low. On the confirmation high, lower high, we start exiting. And we start exiting big. We have no choice, guys. That would be a confirmation high, a lower high. So what we really want to do is take it easy here. Because really, yes, it's bearish for today. It's bearish in the midterm, but big picture, we're still bullish. So what I'm going to have to do in the immediate short term is start trading the 4-hour with a bearish view, with a bearish lens, which is unlike me, especially, given that we've been in an uptrend. And technically, we're still kind of in an uptrend, guys. Even though we did make a little bit of a lower low here, a little lower low there, but still we're in an uptrend, as you can see. So I'm still hopeful, again, smoking fat bowls of opium here, that we can get some support and get back up above the range. And this was just a big manipulative stunt to get people capitulated. And it's very possible, guys, because we see these every cycle, every dip, every moment. Look at this, sweep, and then boom, straight up. Look at that, dip, roll over, sweep up, and then straight up. It could happen again. So again, guys, if we start making these confirmations of rollovers, guys, we're gonna have no choice but to get into a bearish stance, which I haven't been in a good while, 4-hour time frame style, and start shorting on our way down until we get a confirmation of some support. As of now, I'm staying very neutral, hopeful, and at the same time, I'm not entering any fresh shorts right now because it's not the best time. Longs are a little bit more in your favor, but you would have to get defensive quick right around the 110. Guys, I would be exiting longs or at least getting defensive by trailing up a stop loss. But again, if we can get back of 109,000 something change, guys, we're looking still okay. But generally speaking, guys, the market, the sentiment, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt is taking over. So take it easy there, especially as we lead into the weekend. Tomorrow, things could get a little bit more hectic. And maybe we get a green weekend, maybe we don't. Let's see what happens here, guys. If I've offered you any value in this video, do the channel a massive favor. Slap the like button. It does really help out with the algorithm. If you want to follow me on the socials, the links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and see you tonight at 8 p.m. And don't forget, buy the dip.